Only on Fox Carolina News, explosive new details about an international murder investigation that started here in the upstate.
A state laying out the alleged motive and planning that went into killing a father in his own driveway. Now, Connor Lloyd was killed in August of 2021. Investigators say he was lured outside and then shot multiple times while in his driveway. And nearly 4 years after his murder, Lyman police announced 3 arrests. Now, Cynthia Wilson was arrested after officials say she fled to the Netherlands. She was previously in a relationship with Lloyd and shared a child with him. Her mother, Cynthia Wilson, is also charged along with her former co-worker, Douglas Gilbert. Both Kendra and Cynthia Wilson are charged with accessory and conspiracy. Gilbert is charged with murder.
Only Fox Carolina News was in court today as Cynthia Wilson appeared before a judge asking for bond. During her hearing, the prosecutor revealed the motive behind killing Lloyd. The prosecutor said Lloyd and Kendra Wilson were in a custody battle, and Lloyd was set to begin unsupervised visits just days after he was killed. The break in the case came after a family court hearing that happened after his death. Investigators say after that hearing, they saw Kendra Wilson approach a man in a truck and hug him. They identified that man as Douglas Gilbert. Again, he is the one charged with murder. Prosecutors say Cynthia Wilson planned Lloyd's killing along with her daughter, lied to investigators after the fact, and was taking steps to leave the country shortly before she was arrested. The state also said the suspects discussed different ways to kill Lloyd and even did a, quote, dry run one day, but ultimately killed him on another day. During today's hearing, Lloyd's fiance also spoke, saying Cynthia Wilson is calculating and manipulative.
And she begged the judge to keep Wilson in jail.
About a month prior to Connor's murder, he came home from dropping his daughter off with Cynthia after a visit. Connor told me he was crying during this drop-off, and Cynthia hugged him, consoling him, telling him she knew he was a good father and she was not trying to keep him from his daughter. Cynthia Wilson consoled the man she was actively helping plan murder of.
Now, during the hearing, Wilson's defense said she saw signs her grandchild was being abused and that the case needs more investigating.
This case is very complicated. There were allegations of abuse of the grandchild against both the alleged victim and also against the alleged victim's father.
Now, the state also brought up these allegations against Lloyd and his father. Now, they said they investigated and no action was taken. Now, it's also worth noting Lloyd's father was granted custody of the child. As for Wilson's bond, the judge will announce a decision at a later date.